We're moving to Mexico in less than 90 days, and we're gonna tell you what city we chose and why.
And in today's video, we're going to break it all down to you. We're going to reveal to you which city we're moving to. We're going to tell you what we're most excited about. And we're going to answer all the great questions that you submitted from our last video.
Hi everyone, welcome back to our channel, The Best of Both Worlds. I'm Danny.
And I'm Travoy, and in our last video, we revealed to you some great news, big news, that we're moving to Mexico. And so now we're excited to finally let you know which city we're moving to. So after reading all the guesses that you guys submitted from the last video, it is finally time to let you all know what that city is. Drum roll, please.
We're moving to Guadalajara. Ding, 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 ding. All right, so let's get straight into it. Why did we pick Guadalajara out of all the cities in Mexico?
Guadalajara checked off all the boxes. It was a perfect place for us. It has a mix of city life and culture, but it's not as crazy as Mexico City. And the weather is amazing, and it's a perfect place for expat and digital nomads because they have provided a community just for them. And let's not to mention, the food, off the chain.
Oh, it's so good.
All right, so let's jump into all the reasons why we love Guadalajara. Number one, we love that it's a city without it feeling so overwhelming. We came from a city, we're from Houston, and so it was important to us to make sure that wherever it is that we moved, we weren't giving up the parts that we loved, which in this case was the city. And so Guadalajara is vibrant. There are so many malls and places where you can go to hang out and eat, and that was really important to us, but it doesn't feel overwhelming. So we still get the charm that Mexico has to offer, as well as learning all of the traditions, the colors, the music. It is amazing. Number two, the cost of living. We get that comfortable and lifestyle feel that we want for something that's just more affordable, to be honest. We are looking forward to be able to save and invest in other areas, as well as invest in the businesses in Mexico. So we're really looking forward to that. And Guadalajara had the best mix of something being modern, but also very affordable. Number three, the community is full of welcoming locals.
Welcome to paradise.
Every time we go there, we feel like family. Everyone tries their best to communicate with us. And I don't mean speaking English, but they're patient with us as we learn their language, which is Spanish. We also love that they're willing to tell us the best places to eat in town. And we just feel really at home. They're accepting to the expat community. And that was something that was really special for us.
And number four, the culture and the history is dope. From the art to the architecture to the music. So when you go downtown, there's graffiti everywhere and it makes you feel creative. Even on Sundays, they shut down almost every street so that you can ride your bike, walk, skateboard, and just hang out with your friends and family on a nice sunny day. Number five, safety and infrastructure. One of the things that we were surprised about was how developed Guadalajara was as a city. They have all types of transportation. They have Uber and they have what you call DD, which is a local Uber Lyft type transportation. They even have bikes and they have buses that makes it easy for you to get around the city. Also, the buildings are close together, kind of like New York, which makes them accessible and easy to walk to.
And let's be real, they have good food. That's one of our favorite things about Mexico, is that the food is delicious. We have amazing food in Houston, and it was really important for us to choose the spot that had good food, whether it was street food or going to a nice restaurant. Guadalajara covers it all, and it's amazing.
And so now we're going to answer each and every question that you guys submitted from our last video.
Okay, for the first question, why not Mexico City, Playa del Carmen, or Cancun? or any other city for that reason? Okay, I love this question. So while all of those cities are great, and we've been to a few of them, they're really touristy and they're great for vacation, but they didn't really feel like a place where we wanted to settle. It was more of a place where we wanted to get away. Guadalajara, on the other hand, has everything. They have, like we described before, all of the things, and it feels like culture, it feels like a city, and it truly feels like a place where we can settle in and call home.
Number 2, is it safe? Yes, it's safe. But just like when you travel to any other place, you want to make sure that you don't go anywhere that you're not familiar with or it looks sketchy, especially by yourself. You want to do your research and you want to ask the locals, what do they think about the area?
Number 3, how much would it cost to live there?
Exactly.
Okay, so we'll do a deep dive on the exact cost of everything once we actually move there. But we have a range. We're not exactly sure how much we will save or how much things cost individually, but we do have a budget and we want to stick to it.
Define facts.
So once we figure that out, we'll be able to share it with you all, but we are banking that we will be able to save money and hopefully invest.
Number 4, do you speak Spanish? And if not, how will you get by?
El corazón.
Corazón.
Pa' que te lo sepa, mami.
Ooh, you're trouble.
Yes, we do speak Spanish. We're not fluent in Spanish, but my wife and I, we took Spanish in high school and we took it in college. So we do have the foundational background of Spanish, so we can speak enough to understand and to read. And I still have my textbook from college that I still study from, and I even bought another textbook that I also try to use as much as possible. And there's an app called Duolingo that we try to use every single day. And there are other apps on the phone like Google Translate that you can use to help you and to assist you. You can even take a picture of something in Spanish and it will convert it to English. Also, you can speak into it and it converts the Spanish into English and vice versa.
And remember, the locals are very patient. They want you to learn their language. And so we're really appreciative for that because we try our best to get by. And, you know, we speak our Spanglish, as we call it, but it allows us to have conversations, to make friends, and to get around. I'm really looking forward to honestly just becoming fluent, like you said. We really want to become Spanish speakers. So hopefully you don't shy away from us when you email us or respond to us in Spanish. We try our best. We got a few of you all who are fluent and talk to us, and that really helps us. So keep that up. We appreciate it.
Also, another practice that we want to incorporate is listening to more Spanish music, watching more Spanish TV, watching more Spanish movies, and we even turn our phone from English into Spanish. That way we are forced to have to read Spanish.
Number 5, what do our family and friends think? Okay, so I would say we have a very supportive community. Everyone was just truly supportive. I mean, we didn't have any, I guess, bad news per se. A lot of people were shocked, and so they couldn't believe it, but they also felt it was very much so us. So to know us is to know that we love adventure and we love travel. I tell people all the time that travel is my love language. And so I love that we are actually moving out of the country. And so it just tracks with who we are. And so, yeah, they jumped right on board. They just asked us to let them know when our last date was and when we're saying goodbye. And that's what we did. And so, yeah, they were really supportive as well as our family.
Right. And they really encouraged us, and they even said if they had the opportunity to do it, they would. And they also said they would visit us, so that helps. Number 6, how long did it take for you guys to plan this move? Well, it didn't take us long because when we first visited Guadalajara, we fell in love with it immediately. When we got off the plane, we felt this sense of peace, we felt this liberation, and the culture, man, the culture was just dope. And the people welcomed us, and we had this warm, inviting feeling from everyone. And so from that point, we began to think about it. We began to dream. We began to have discussions on what it would be like if we just packed up our things and left, what it would look like for us to have our new life there, what it would look like to work in the United States and live there, what it would be like if we leave our friends and our family. So we began to think about all these options, and we began to do research, and we began to really deep dive into looking into what it would take. So about 10 months ago, we said, you know what, let's try. Let's see what would happen. And so we went to Guadalajara and we actually got our residency, and from there it was just history. And so I want to move immediately.
All right, let's bounce.
But my wife, she still needs some time to kind of receive the idea. She needed some time to imagine herself there, and it was difficult because she didn't want to leave her friends and family. Me, I was ready to go. I love y'all, but I was still ready to go because Houston, I love Houston, that's my hometown, but I just wanted something different.
Yeah, like he said, I didn't want to leave my friends and family, but at the same time, I felt Mexico calling our name. And so we originally set out a plan to do this in 3 to 5 years, but like he said, once we got our residency, it was a wrap. He was ready to go, and honestly, I was too. I jumped on board and was just like, let's go. So here we are. Number 7, will we be working remotely, or what is our plan? And that's a great question. So we're entrepreneurs, we work for ourselves, and we're really blessed because we have the option to work our businesses remotely. So that's exactly what we're gonna do. Everything's gonna still function. We're gonna work it remotely. And then because we're saving, we're still gonna come back home and whenever we need to, and see our family, see our friends, check on our businesses, do whatever we need to do here. So that goes for both ministry, because both of us are ministers, as well as our businesses. Houston will still get to see us from time to time, and we're looking forward to connecting with our loved ones when we are back in town.
Number 8, what is your biggest fear about the move? Honestly, for me, I don't have any fears.
You don't think so?
I'm operating out of faith. I'm just diving head in, and I'm just accepting and embracing all that comes with it. And so for my wife, she's still kind of a little eerie about it, but she's getting on board. And so we're kind of just talking about it more and more to prepare ourselves and to feel more comfortable about it. But, you know, for me, there's no fears. There's nothing that I feel like would happen. I'm adventurous. When I was young, I used to always dream about moving to Japan because I learned Japanese. When I was young, I took Japanese in middle school. And so I was just always ready to leave the States.
Yeah, and that was very different for me. I, on the other hand, always thought I would stay in the States. I had no aspirations or dreams to live anywhere else. Although I love travel, I wanted to come back home. So I wanted to go everywhere in the world, travel all over the world, and then come back to the States. And this completely shook things up. That's what happens when you marry a nomad at heart. But I'm honestly really excited about this journey. Number 9, how long do we plan to stay? Okay, this is a great question, but the truth is, we don't know. We don't have a definite plan of how long we'll be there, but I can say we aren't planning when to come back either.
I'm sorry, what?
So this is a real move for us. This is not a temporary thing. This is something that we truly want to settle into. And so we're moving, y'all. Like, this is the real deal. You know, I can't say that we won't live anywhere else ever again. The truth is, we just never know what life looks like. I didn't know I would be living in Mexico. I just did not have that on my list in dreams, unlike this guy over here. But yeah, so I just think that I'm excited, I'm enjoying the journey, and so is he. So yeah.
All right, number 10, what's next before the big move? Well, we already started selling some things. Now we just have to pack, we have to sell some more things, and we just have to kind of get our minds wrapped around where we're going to live. So when we first moved there, we're going to stay in an Airbnb for about a month until we figure out our final destination. And so that's pretty much it. It's just kind of just saying our farewells to everybody, seeing the people that we love and we care for right before we leave. And for me, that's pretty much it. My wife may have something else in mind. She wants to throw a party. We're not doing that. So yeah, that's pretty much it for me.
Yeah, I mean, you said it all. That's all we want to do is be able to hug our loved ones. We want to be able to let them know that we truly love them and we'll see them later. This is not a goodbye. This is a see you later. And so that's what we're focusing on. We got to get this stuff out the house. Like,
Yeah.
We have furniture that we're still trying to sell. We have started selling some, like he said, but we got to get it out. We've given some to family. And so now it's just about ridding everything. Y'all, we are selling everything. I don't know if we made that clear. We're selling everything. Well, except for like our clothes and stuff like that. But we're packing it up.
Yeah, and we already started downsizing last year. We didn't know why we were downsizing. God, the Holy Spirit just told us to start downsizing. And apparently this is the reason why. So, we're grateful for have done that. So yeah, we're excited. We're excited for this big move. And the way I see it is we're not saying goodbye to the States, but we're just expanding our territory. And so we're just adding to the loved ones that we already have. We're adding to the family and friends that we already have. So when we go to Mexico, of course, we want to make some new friends, and we're just going to love on them just like they love on us, right? So we're going to be still coming back to the States, so you guys still see us again.
Hence the name, Best of Both Worlds.
Exactly.
Because we're going to be enjoying the best of the States and the best of our experience in Mexico. So we're not exchanging anything per se. Like my husband said it best, we're expanding. Now we want to hear from you all. We want to know, were you surprised at the city that we chose? Or have you even heard of or visited Guadalajara before for yourselves? Let us know what you think about our choice in the comments below. And if you have any other questions, we would love to hear them. We're here to answer, and we're going to try our best to answer all of your questions and share our experiences.
And don't forget to like, subscribe, follow, whatever it takes for you guys to stay connected to us, because we want to stay connected to you.
Yeah.
We love you guys. We want to continue to tell you about our experience, our first impression, our apartment hunting. We want to tell you about it all. So stay tuned. Love you.
Ciao.
Ciao.